Hi guys, it's Moonshine here again. Just want to do a short little video today. It's actually my very first mini book haul. I'm very excited. I love books, I love reading, I love Amazon, obviously, because that's where I got my books from. And I only got 4 books this time. My bank account, moving into an apartment and buying all the stuff that goes with it, has been a little bit smaller than it should be, than it normally would be if I were to be getting lots of books. But I wanted to show you the 4 that I got because I'm very excited about them. I've actually had them for a couple days, so I've kind of cheated you guys out a little bit because I did do some reading in them already. But they're pretty awesome, so yeah, let's get going with them. The first one I got is from the Norse World Magic series. Because I really like them, and it's Norse Magic by DJ Conway. And it's really fascinating because it kind of goes through Norse mythology and kind of all of like the herbs and the history behind their own kind of magic and their deities and their thoughts about the year, and it has all kinds of, celebrations right now. I'm actually really interested in the autumn equinox because today is the autumn equinox, at least in my hemisphere. And hopefully later today, I've got a lot of plans for today, but hopefully later today I'll be doing my autumn equinox ritual for that. And I'm going to be doing the Norse one for the very first time, which is very similar to really any that I've done in the past, but it's a bit more theatrical. It's got a lot more wordiness, and it calls upon different deities than I worked with before, so that's really exciting. So I'm about halfway through this book, because halfway through the book is where the autumn equinox is. So this one, must read awesomeness. I already read the Celtic Magic one, but I don't have it in my library, so that'll be in my next haul, hopefully. But I really am liking this one. Next, I've got another one of Llewellyn's books, but this is actually one of their Sebata Essentials, and it's the Salmon Rituals, Recipes, and Lore for Halloween. And I really liked it because it's purple, magenta-y, and it's got this really cute kitty with a pumpkin on it. And it's really beautiful. And I've been reading through it, and it kind of goes through all of the different gatherings and holidays throughout the world that are celebrated on or around or after or before Samhain, and the different ways to celebrate it. And I like it mostly because I don't really have a book that's specifically geared toward, one of my favorite celebrations of the year, my favorite holiday. So it's been really interesting, starting out with this. And it kind of goes through the different ways that different witches and different pagan groups celebrate it. Because they've got the Celtic Reconstruction, they've got Wicca, they've got Druids, they've got Eclectics, they've got Traditional, they've got the Neo-Pagan, Hellenistic, Fairies, Heathens, all of the different kinds. And then it also goes through world religions, like All Saints' Day and the La de los Muertos, and all of those. Is really fascinating. That is also, I would say, a must-read. And I got it for like $8, $9, brand new, because I bought Amazon. And the next one I got was the 2015 Magical Almanac. I'm going to be getting the 2016, but I haven't yet read the 2015 Magical Almanac. I got it instead of the 16 first because we're still in 2015 and I read 2014, and I also really just like the cover, which maybe sounds really stupid, but I really like the cover, and I thought I need a pretty book. And it's very earth-based, which it's a lot about the weather, working with plants. It tells you how to have a plant alley. I didn't know you could have a plant alley. So that one I'm gonna hopefully try to do, and it's very about checking into your world, into nature, rather than, you know, what you wouldn't necessarily be doing. They give you all these ideas for the year, throughout the year, as well as telling you when the main holidays are, the Sabbats, the equinoxes, everything. It's all listed in there, but they also go through several different celebrations. They go through several different holidays. They give you the incense for the day, and also has little like articles, kind of little pieces by writers who are also witches and druids and such. And there's a lot of men in here, which I like, because I feel like men often get left out of our circle. They don't get the recognition for being witches or druids the way that women obviously do throughout time. But there are a lot in here, and I really like that, because I like to read, what a guy's perspective is, what they think about throughout the year, what they read. So this one I absolutely love, and hopefully 2016 will be equally as awesome. But I really like 2015 and I like 2014, but I got this one. And my last book is one that I've wanted ever since I saw that it existed. And it's The Goddess Guide, Exploring Attributes and Correspondences of the Divine Feminine by Priestess Brandy Ossett. And it's kind of a velvet cover. It's also by Llewellyn. I guess all my books are. I don't have a problem with that. And I've only started delving into it. I did get it used, but it's in really good condition. And I discovered something kind of funny in here. I don't know if you can see, but every section that has Hecate in it, the last person who read that book must be working with her, because she or he, or they, whichever they prefer, circled and highlighted every instance of her in here. And it basically is a huge grouping of, like, index of all of the goddesses that exist and have ever existed, have ever been thought of, that are even not thought of, or ones that you wouldn't know about. It's really fascinating, and it gives you a good lowdown on all of them too. Like, they're pretty long paragraphs about each one. Sorry, the light kind of sucks, but as you can see, they're really long paragraphs about them all. And then not only does it talk about them, but it gives you, the attributes to them. It tells you who to call on for, like, money, menopause, love, emotions, anything like that. Hunting, and it gives you, who would be devoted to them. And then it goes into color, and how color also kind of is tied into the goddesses and the goddess. In every way, that you don't just invoke them, you don't just call upon them or thank them, but you also want to use colors that would bring them into your space, that would represent or be effective of who they are, which I also thought was pretty fascinating. And it goes through basically every color there is in the world, and then it goes through elements and the wheel of the year, and it touches a little bit on the Maiden, Mother, and Crone is like the last one of the chapters. And it goes through all the different incarnations of all three parts of the deity. And I don't really necessarily celebrate the Maiden, Mother, and the Crone, because I'm not really a true Wiccan. I'm eclectic, which I kind of detracted a lot from that. I have my own beliefs, I have my own practices, which I have no problem with, but it's been fascinating to read a bit about that. And this is really, if you want to know about every goddess, and to know who to ask for what, who to talk to, who, even if you don't have one yet, that you work closely with, this would be a book to help you find them. And there were a couple other ones that I'm going to be getting about the goddesses, because I'm more of a goddess woman than I am a god woman, I guess. But this would be a really good start, because it is a big book. It is thick. It is really, really good. It's usually $18 to $20, and I got it for like $7. So, you know, Amazon is your friend too. If you don't have Amazon Prime, even in general, you can find books for like 99 cents to $1. Even if they're used, they're like really good. And this is a used book, and it is in really good condition aside from people just kind of writing in it, which I have no problem with it. They can write all the notes they want. If anything, that's just going to help me. I'm not a patron of, I'm not a matron. My matron is not Hecate, but it would be interesting to study more about her. So I probably will end up finding myself doing that. But anyway, guys, that was my last book. I just wanted to go over it with you guys and show you what I got for my first big haul video. I'm actually going thrift shopping today, and maybe I'll end up with a bunch of new stuff because I'm going with one of my best older friends. She's awesome. I think she's kind of a kitchen witch, but nobody will ever say anything. So I don't know about that, but she is super awesome at finding really cool stuff, and so I'm going to get stuff to help decorate. As you can see, I've got more stuff going on in my apartment than I did the last couple of times you saw me. I've got this really beautiful, it's actually inside out right now because my boyfriend hung it up. He's kind of weird about things, but it's hung over the window, and it's actually twice as big as actually folded in half. This really beautiful tapestry that I got, and it's a mandala with elephants, and it's beautiful. It's got flowers, and I don't know where I'm gonna hang it up yet, but I kind of like where it is now, but it's not really curtained. So that is what's behind me. I got it on Amazon for $15. It's amazing quality. It really is, guys. But I'll leave you guys alone for now, and I'll see you again with another video hopefully later today, if not tomorrow. And happy equinox, happy Mabon, happy fall, whatever you guys celebrate, whatever you call it. I'm going to call it for now. I call it Mabon, or I call it the autumn equinox. I think I celebrate more towards just the equinox than I do Mabon, but it's still a holiday day. It's still an awesome day. So have a good one, guys. Love ya.